Hello and welcome to this video. This is part of my 30-day anime art challenge and I spin the wheel, so let's find out why I'm drawing this picture. So I'm drawing this because the wheel has given me worst anime. Now this is so hard because worst is just so, I don't know, just so negative. And that sounds well weird because I'm not that type of person. But when it comes to anime and stuff, like I like a lot of things. Like I know what I like, so I actually watch stuff that's related to what I watch. I don't know. It's just worst seems a bit thingy, and it was so, I don't know. Like I've never found like a bad anime to watch. However, as I started this video, you might have seen that I actually had Kiss of the Princess. Now I did start drawing that one, but it's so bloody hard. The reference image was so complicated. It wasn't right, so I changed it. The Kiss, I'll go back, but my first thing was Kiss of the Princess, and it's actually a manga, that, not an anime, so part of me was like, maybe I shouldn't draw that because it's fingered, but that one's the only one really where I was like, nah, this is one of them. I don't know, I liked it, I finished it, but I don't think I'd ever read it again, and I don't know whether that was because at that time my dog died, so thing, and there's another anime that I don't really want to watch either, but it was a good anime and I fingered, but that was another one where my dog died while I was watching it, so I don't really want to go back to that. I don't know yet, so we'll see. But yeah, after finding that, I didn't know what to do. After really not knowing how to do the Kiss of the Princess drawing, I went on my Kitsu app, which is an anime record app that I've not used in a while, but for a year or so, yeah. And there is one on there, one anime that I dropped that I didn't really watch. I started to watch the first episode and I don't know why I stopped, but I stopped and I've not got back into it. I dropped. It's the only anime I've ever dropped and not actually finished the end properly yet. This one is gonna have to be the worst anime, unfortunately. But I honestly, I can't tell you what it's about because literally I dropped it after like the first episode and it was literally over a year or so ago. But I can read you the synopsis. Formerly an all-boys school, Shigetsu Academy is now a co-ed institution that hones its students' knowledge in astronomy. In this regard, Tsuchitsuku Yahisa enrolls as the first and only female student in the academy, but by her side are her childhood best friends Kanate Naname and Suzuya Totoski, who shield her from the advances of the student body. As the girl, Tsuchitsuku learns to navigate her new environment, she encounters 13 distinct boys who are based on the Western zodiac star signs. Eventually, Tsuchitsu's involvement with these boys drags her deeper into star-crossed routes that will entangle her in numerous affairs. Right. Now that sounds absolutely amazing. Like I would watch that. I don't know why I stopped. So I might retry and watch that. I don't know. But I really just did not get into it. So this is unfortunately my worst anime. But I don't have a worst anime. I don't know what it is. I also did, but I do want to rewatch Hunter x Hunter. Like I started the original one. Because I'm fine with the fan art and stuff, the art and stuff like that. I just thought maybe I'd start with the original one, but I don't know whether to go back onto it and start with the rebooted version from the start again. Maybe yeah, it's one of them. So yeah. Unfortunately, this is my worst anime. I don't know if I would count it as my worst anime because that plot sounds actually really cool. As you can see, I have done the refined layer. I've done my the shapes refine, and I've also done the line art. Now I love doing the line art where it's like the color is the darkest color of the base color. So what I mean is, instead of using black lines for the skin, just in general black lines, I try to do for the skin color, like a brown color. The hair color for blonde, like a really dark blonde. For white, a dark grey. For red, a really deep red and stuff like that. So it looks like it's, I don't know, not seamless, but a little bit more, not as bold, not as harsh, the lines, hopefully. And I really love using this airbrush tool. So when I do my colouring, I do the base colour as, you know, the base, a mid-tone colour as the base, sorry, that's what I meant to say. And then I will go in with a load of layers and, a load of layers. Every layer is on its thingy. But then I go in on top of that with an airbrush tool with darker colours. So with the gray, for like the white shirt, I use like not a white shirt, but I use like an off white, like a really light grey, and then I darken it up by using darker grey, darker, and then black in some respects. And then on top of that, I use white to give it its highlights. And that's basically how I do everything else, the hair, the stuff. I just like to place stuff wherever I feel like it should go. That's how I do it. There is some places where it's a bit like I've missed out on, like corners of the hair, or just where it just doesn't look like it's been coloured in right. So I go back over on them and add the correct sorts of colour. I don't know these guys. If you do know who these guys are, please comment below. I do think I'm drawing them all right, to be honest. I'd quite like it. And do you know what? From the plot, it does actually sound like something I would watch. So I don't know why I dropped it. Like a lot of, I think a lot of crap was going on around that time. So I just went to comfort animes, and I don't know. I should probably try this again. The eyes, I did something new with the eyes. I wanted to do I don't know, like it shined and 2 dots and stuff, so maybe it looked a bit cuter and stuff. I quite like the eyes. It's a bit weird, I think, but then I like them. Then with the title, I just copied the title and just like used my new favorite like quick easy tool, which is the crayon tool, to add texture to it. And then I also added a glow to the star, but that's about it. I hope that you liked this video. Please tell me what your worst anime is, or an anime that you dropped or just didn't really like. Please have a wonderful day filled with creativity. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!